have them too. We have injuries, illnesses, grade-wise. There's always concerns. But yeah, when you get this time of the year, they've gone through a lot of battles, and you're going to get injuries. There's no doubt about it.
Where does that mental commitment and that mental work that you do in the off season and in the room every single night that you're not on the mat come into play at this point in the schedule?
It's so important. We have a lot of kids that do a lot of off-season work, and those that do, it shows up then during the season. We have several kids that go up to Chance Marsteller's up in Alvernia, and Chance has a great program up there at his club in Reading. So, yeah, that off-season lifting, getting the experience, more experience on the mat, enhances their ability than their next year.
And don't forget all those injuries, those illness, those sicknesses. It's time for younger guys, and when you're building a program like Palmyra is, they're the ones that need to step up to fill out the lineup.
Very true. And sitting here watching the elementary and the junior high kids go, there's a good feeder program on both at both schools. So, there's a very bright future for both programs.
Well, there's a very bright future, I should say, for the viewers at home for this one. If the junior high matches were any indication, a lot of excitement here under the dome at Lower Dauphin. Stay tuned. When we come back, it's varsity wrestling, Lower Dauphin versus Palmyra here on High School Sports Live. Good evening, everyone. High school excitement here under the dome.
Sitting here watching the elementary and the junior high kids go.
And stay tuned. Good evening, everyone. High School Sports Live in partnership with Fox 43 is proud to telecast tonight's Lower Dauphin versus Palmyra wrestling match sponsored by Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency and Select Medical. Good evening. I am Andrew Callista alongside National Wrestling Hall of Famer and former Dover head wrestling coach Charlie Jacob. Charlie, we got a good one here tonight. Lower Dauphin looking for their first ever Keystone outright mid-pen championship going up against a backyard rival in the Palmyra Cougars. How do you see this one?
Well, you know, we talked to the coaches ahead of time, and both have indicated they got some injuries, some sickness, some broken bones, and so it's going to be interesting how things match up. There are certain weight classes where they have really talented kids, so we're looking forward to those good matches.
It's January on the wrestling calendar. Sickness, some injuries. That's just a regular walk around the block for these guys year in and year out.
You know, Andrew, I'm working with Central York, and we have them too. We have injuries, illnesses, grade-wise. There's always concerns. But, yeah, when you get this time of the year, they've gone through a lot of battles, and you're going to get injuries. There's no doubt about it.
Where does that mental commitment and that mental work that you do in the offseason and in the room every single night that you're not on the mat come into play at this point in the schedule?
It's so important. We have a lot of kids that do a lot of off-season work, and those that do, it shows up then during the season. We have several kids that go up to Chance Marsteller's up in Alvernia, and Chance has a great program up there at his club in Reading. So, yeah, that off-season lifting, getting the experience, more experience on the mat, enhances their ability than their next year.
And don't forget all those injuries, those illness, those sicknesses. It's time for younger guys, and when you're building a program like Palmyra is, they're the ones that need to step up to fill out the lineup.
Very true. And I'm sitting here watching the elementary and the junior high kids go. You know, there's a good feeder program on at both schools. So, you know, there's a very bright future for both programs.
Well, there's a very bright future, I should say, for the viewers at home for this one. If the junior high matches were any indication, a lot of excitement here under the dome at Lower Dauphin. Stay tuned. When we come back, it's varsity wrestling, Lower Dauphin versus Palmyra here on High School Sports Live.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Select Physical Therapy, a leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine throughout central Pennsylvania. Whether recovery from an injury or setting a peak performance goal, our highly certified therapists and athletic trainers will help get you there. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to schedule an appointment or complimentary consultation. We wish all athletes, coaches, and teams a great season.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus, lock in Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
In the dynamic world of construction, Groff Tractor and Equipment stands as your trusted John Deere and Workin' dealer. With our extensive range of construction sales and rentals, we provide the equipment you need to tackle any project. But our commitment doesn't stop there. Our comprehensive parts and service departments are there to make sure your equipment is operating at its best, minimizing downtime and maximizing productivity. Our dedicated technicians ensure your equipment operates at peak performance. Our technician internship opportunities provide a pathway to a successful career. Learn from skilled professionals and grow with us. trust, reliability, and exceptional service. That's Groff Tractor and Equipment. Stop by, give us a call, or visit our website today for more information. Groff Tractor and Equipment, your #1 source for everything under construction.
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invicta has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invicta is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invicta, providing affordable HD video solutions.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
So a while back, I thought to myself, I'm never going to own a home. I'm going to have to rent forever. I didn't have money for a down payment. I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that home ownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.
Welcome back to High School Sports Live here on Fox 43.2. Andrew Calista alongside the legendary National Wrestling Hall of Famer and former Dover head coach Charlie Jacobs, and we got a good one here tonight. Lower Dauphin going up against backyard rival, the Cougars of Palmyra. LD Falcons flying high into this match as they look for their first outright Mid-Penn Keystone Championship in school history. Charlie, it is senior night, a lot of atmosphere, a lot of energy under the Dome Gym in here. And one I always love coming into Lower Dauphin, no matter what, whether it's a basketball game, whether it's a volleyball match, or a wrestling match. This gym always provides a great atmosphere. They got the spotlights on overhead of the mat. Gonna make it dark. We got one exhibition match. As a coach, how fired up are you for a big match?
Yeah,
like
and
this?
that's, when the lights go out, except for that over the mat, it just, the adrenaline starts to flow. But here at Lower Dauphin, the history of Lower Dauphin is very good. They've got a lot of history for these kids to continue on and keep building. But way back, and I'll say in the Stone Ages when I was coaching, I used to come up here for Cleon Castle was the head coach at that time, and Randy Umberger was assistant coach, and we used to have our District 3 meetings here. And Cleon and Randy had a great program going, and I know Coach Richner is continuing it. And as he says, on the back of their sweaters, it says resurgent. So obviously that's when his mind. He wants to bring it back and make it stronger than what it has been in the past.
We're going to talk about building a program here in just a little bit. We want to thank our sponsors here for tonight's match of the week, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency and Select Medical. As well, when you talk about building a program, Palmyra is one of those schools that are building a program, and for a moment, we are going to pause for our national anthem.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus, lock in Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory across 8 brands in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover. And we want to thank the local community for voting us the 2023 Official Community's Choice Award Best of York and Hanover winner in 5 different categories. Come out today and find out why your friends and neighbors voted Giambalvo #1. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
Back here on High School Sports Live as we await the toss here to find out who's going to make some choices. First and second in this one, Andrew Klissa alongside National Wrestling Hall of Famer Charlie Jacobs. As you see, our referee Scott Lindsay of Harrisburg, he wrestles in college out of the MAC and also the Big Ten, and we're lucky to have him along for the ride. It is senior night. We got one exhibition match to get to. Charlie, we started talking about building a program in Palmyra. That is what Coach Jonathan Regetz is trying to do over there with the Cougars, and he's got a little bit of a busy time doing it. Palmyra, as he told us before the match, nobody can remember the last time they have a winning season. That's what they're going for here tonight.
Yeah, I sense he has a tremendous amount of enthusiasm. He loves the sport. He's from the western part of the state, which is a hotbed of wrestling. And, you know, I know if he's able to stick with it, he's going to build it back. Because he was talking about his junior high program, how successful they were for the years he was involved there. So he's got the right mindset to make this work.
On the mat right now is Josh Foltz for Palmyra and Evan Dupler in a senior night matchup here as we start with an exhibition bout at 139. Just talking a little bit about the Palmyra program as these guys battle it out. Coach Regetz, by the way, is a major in active duty military based over at Fort Indiantown Gap. He's second in command of the General Support Aviation Battalion, 2nd Battalion, 104th Aviation Unit. He started coaching in 2018, 3 years at the junior high level. So he only lost 8 matches, 8 bouts. When he was a junior high coach, as they looked to build the program, and he's in his 3rd year here with Palmyra. He works to build it. And Charlie, they started off really great, 8-1, looking at a magical year for the Cougars, and then they got bit by the injury bug, some broken hands, concussions, some sicknesses, and he said the guys have filled in late. As a coach, you got to love to see that there's no quit in the team, even though they've dropped 6 of the last 7 matches, and they've been in every single one with an opportunity to win.
Yeah, I was looking back at their past results, and they have matched up with 6 common opponents, and the scores of those 6 matches were very close, matching each other. And as you just said, the last couple of matches they've had some trouble, and Lower Dauphin had beaten Northern York, and Lower Dauphin had beaten Redland, but Palmyra lost to those 2 teams. So I think that's when the injury bug and the illness and those things crept in.
As you watch Ethan Dupler from Lower Dauphin and Josh Foltz from Palmyra go at it here at 139, exhibition bout here as time winds down in the first period on that one. And by the way, you mentioned the score. That's every match since December. Palmyra has given up 12 points due to at least 12 points due to forfeits due to the injuries and sickness and maybe some other issues that they couldn't field the full lineup. So tonight they have a full lineup.
Yeah, and that's
the key.
Yeah, it is. And you know, when you're down 14 points or 12 points because of the 2 forfeits, that's hard to overcome against a very good team. Andrew, I want to mention, you know, when you talk about the history of both programs, I was researching today. Lower Dauphin has had 26 state medalists. They've never had a state champion. They had 10 runners-up in the state. And they've never had a state champion. On the other hand, Palmyra has had 2 state medalists. The same young man was the medalist both of the years that they had that accomplishment. So history-wise, you can see there's a vast difference.
The motto for this year's Lower Dauphin team as they look to add a magical season on here with their first Keystone Division Mid-Penn Championship is Resurgence. And when you talk about a resurging program, a lot of times you could look at the senior class for that and the leadership throughout the room. We just heard all the guys introduced. 8 wrestlers make up this senior class, and it's seen both the highs and the lows. And tonight, you know, the LD Wrestling Boosters, they want to say thank you to those guys that have participated in this program since they were at a young age. I'm just going to name them real quick. Cale Rossi, Clay Koser, Jacob Gesford, Marshall Stahl, Jorge Burgos, Evan Dukler, who's on the mat right now, Joey Schwartz, and Griffin Barilla. They have a combined senior class record of 143 and 60 during their varsity competition this year. And they've led the current team to a 14-1 record. And by the way, the Falcons youth program, as we talk about building it, 17-1 on the year as well.
Yeah. You know, next week we start the district team tournament, and Lower Dauphin presently is ranked 7th in the power rankings, so they definitely will be in the wrestling on Tuesday night. Who they will compete against, even we at Central, they don't know. We're 3rd seeded, but at this point, but that may change because there's a couple of the matches going on tonight and on Saturday, so things could change. Where Palmyra is kind of on the outs and not going to qualify for the team tournament.
Well, I mentioned at the top of the broadcast that you, Mr. Jacobs, are a National Wrestling Hall of Famer, and not to embarrass you or anything here, just going to read off some of the accolades for the viewers at home. 23 years as a coach. Started at Tussey Mountain in Saxon. I do know where Tussey Mountain is. I used to ref basketball games when I worked in State College up there all the time. Went to Dover as an elementary coach and a volunteer at the senior high program, and then from 1976 to 1992, you were the senior high wrestling coach, and you're a registered PIAA official from 1969 to 1992. We thank you, and Dr. Robert Lombardi, as executive director of the PIAA, thanks you for your service, and Mr. Patrick Gephardt as well. And we thank, and I'm sure they would thank you for recruiting more officials into the recruiting ranks as well. So, AAU Cultural Exchange Freestyle Team versus Poland. You're the assistant coach back in 1975. Junior Freestyle Team at the Junior Nationals going out to Iowa. We know they like to wrestle in the state of Iowa, especially at Carver Hawkeye Arena.
For sure.
PI District Section 3 team title 79, 80, 83, 84, 90, 91, 91, 92. So, Mr. Jacobs, thank you very much. Those are just a fraction, we'll say 1/16 of the accolades that you have in your Hall of Fame
Let me
career.
say, you know, that acknowledgement that I received belongs to a lot of coaches that helped me, a lot of great parents, a lot of great administrators. So it's not just me.
We're starting and we're going classic style here, 107 all the way to 285 in heavyweight. On the mat for Palmyra, Jason Fultz weighed in at 108 pounds tonight, going up against Jorge Burgos, weighing in at 102. So giving up some weight here at 107 here in our first bout of the night, brought to you by Hoffman Ford.
And I'm looking here at Borges is a senior, which you don't see many seniors at 107 pounds. So it's a junior against a senior. Borges is 12-12, and Fultz is 18-5. A shot by Fultz, not real deep. See if he can double lock him up. Body lock. He's going to get the takedown. He's got to stay heavy on the top, make the man on the bottom carry as much weight as he can, and then look to, as he's controlling wrists very well.
Feel like this first bout here for Palmyra very important as they get there. They have a full lineup going tonight. You're talking about trying to build that program, get back, keep that winning record season possibility out there. To have a good start here, key for the momentum.
It really is. You know, when you get a win off the first bout, it kind of builds momentum, starts the thing rolling, and it lifts the spirits of everybody else on the team.
2-0 here as we tick under 20 seconds to go. at 107 here. Fultz on top.
It's
for
important,
Palmyra.
important that Borges gets his base up. He's got to get off his belly off the mat. You can't score points when you're laying on your belly. So he's got to get up, recover his base, bring a knee up at a time, and establish that better position.
And we're going to say this 100 times tonight, or at least 14 times. When you're down early on in a period, you want to try to get that escape to get to one. Fultz does a good job of riding him out, as you see the takedown right there.
Yeah, and as you mentioned earlier, there's a difference in size here. So there's, you know, the Lower Dauphin boy has to get established, to get his points on the board so he can get to his feet and maybe get a takedown. But Palmyra looks pretty strong on top. He seems to be controlling the action here. But again, as I said earlier, he's got to get his base up. He can't score off his belly. And of course, Palmyra has to, you know, he's going for a bar on a wrist. Looks for bar and a half. Running the bar now. Jump to the half.
Fultz looking for that turn.
Yep. He's got to get out to this side so he can run it. He lost the bar, but he's still staying heavy, which is good. Crossface coming up. He's bundling around the front. Going to Turk through. He got a Turk to a crossface, and now he's getting exposure points. And you can see Scott's counting them off. He got 3 already. Now he still has the Turk. Now he'll award the 3. Going for it again. He got the crossface, started it.
Folks, you'll hear multiple for the exposure points, danger points, back points.
Yeah, so crucial. Got to be able to score those. Got to be working on the top for exposure all the time. Scoring points.
Jason Fultz on top, 5-0.
Going for a crossface cradle. He's got it locked. He had it locked and lost his lock. I like how he's riding on the leg. That's great. It controls the lower part of the body. Bottom man call for stalling.
That's the second stall call as we go with a 6-0. Fultz in command as we end this second period. So a good solid 2-minute ride out. Of course, in the high school level, no extra points awarded in the bout for riding time. But we'll take a look here at the exposure points and some of the ride from Fultz.
Here we go.
As one of my friends who was a heavyweight wrestler at Slippery Rock, he would say it's never good when you're eating Resolite for a snack.
Yeah, it doesn't taste very well. Doesn't taste good at all. We got a reversal. He's going to let him up, trying to get a tech fall.
Eight to 1. Fultz is going to work for bonus points here.
Yeah, you know, and those are crucial for his team. You know, if you can get a 4 or a technical fall at 5 points when he's got him getting close. Slipped out to his belly. Still has 1 minute and 15 seconds to go.
Would you being that you're on the edge, would you cut him right here and then go back to new?
Well, you know, he's dominated on his feet, so yeah, I'd cut him loose and take him down numerous times. Because obviously he's able to do that, no doubt. If you can't turn him, you know, just play the takedown game.
10 to 1. Jason Fultz on top. Fultz, the senior, had a rough year. Looking for his first win.
Going for that crossface cradle again. He's got it darn close. Oh, not yet.
And part of my misspeak on that, that is Josh Fultz that's looking for his first win. Jason Fultz. As a junior, 18-5 on the year.
Right.
14-5 last year. 30 seconds.
Jorge's really battling down there. He's not going to get any more points, which is great for his team. He's not quitting down there, which is good on his part. 10 seconds.
Eight seconds, major decision is secured as Palmyra takes an early 4-0 lead here as Jason Fultz locks in a major at 107. You're watching High School Sports Live. We'll be back in just a bit.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus, lock in Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
For Tommy Oswald.
Welcome back to High School Sports Live. Match of the week, Lower Dauphin hosting Palmyra. This match sponsored by the PA Housing Finance Agency. The Cougars on top 4-0, courtesy of a major decision by Jason Fultz at 107. As we move to 114, wrestlers about to check in. I want to give a big thank you to all of our sponsors: Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency, Hoffman Ford, Groff Tractor, Select Medical, Jack Giambalvo, and Capital Blue Cross, AT&T as well.
A lot of hand fighting going on out here right now. Good takedown, Lower Dauphin, for the Oswald boy.
Is that Tommy Oswald?
Yeah, that's what I have.
Tommy Oswald is who it is supposed to be. We're waiting for the announcement. Going up against Thomas Morgan of Palmyra. Oswald, just a freshman, 20-9 on the year.
That's a great season for a freshman, 20-9. He's got a half in. He's got to jump out to that side so he can run the half. Got his leg in. Okay. Trying to take his hips across so he can get the Palmyra's boys' hips turned, but he's not able to do it quite yet. He's working on it. Okay, he's power halfing from the other side.
Just confirmed it is Tommy Oswald out on the mat for Lower Dauphin.
Yeah. Stalling on the bottom, stalling on the bottom. There he's getting exposure points.
Oswald in command over Thomas Morgan. As we go under 30 seconds. Scott Lindsay, our referee, holding 3, it looks like.
Yeah,
2, he has 2.
4-0 at this point. 20 seconds to go. They've been bringing back on. Got to get hand control on the bottom so we can get some. There's points, more points, more points. Exposure. Very good, very good.
All right there, 2 more, make it 6-0.
That's great. And, you know, you're just constantly wanting to score points, and he saw the opportunity and took advantage of it.
Very heady wrestling right there.
Definitely.
By Oswald on the edge of the mat, making sure everybody is inbounds, securing an extra 2 points.
Yes. These guys are both freshmen, both 9th graders out there.
Everybody likes the pins, but to score points, yes, 5 isn't 6, but 5 is better than 4.
He's got him exposed again. Yeah, he's counting. He's got 2. Yep, 2 more.
Oswald having his way. Morgan in trouble on the bottom. Already been hit with 1 stall call.
He's got to get that leg free.
There's the second for another point to make it 9-0.
He's getting exposed again. This could be it. This could be it.
There's the turn.
He's got to set that half deep and lift the head. Keep the arm pinned back so he can't belly down. There it is.
There's the fall. Thomas Oswald gets the pin in 6 for Lower Dauphin. His 11th pin of the year. You're watching High School Sports Live as the Falcons fly out to a 6-4 lead.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Welcome back to our match of the week here on High School Sports Live. We go to 121, sponsored by Groff Tractor. And we have a little technical difficulties going right now as our scoreboard has gone out. Somebody kicked the plug somewhere in a high school gymnasium. That's what I always like to say. Wrestlers here are going to reset a little bit.
I know we have a situation here with this boy from Palmyra who has been out a lot of the year. This is his first time back. This year he's 3-2, and he was a district qualifier last year. So, you know, I expect big things out of him. Apparently it broken his hand, I believe, earlier in the year, I think the coach said. So it's good to see him back as we're getting near sectional time. And I don't have his record from last year, but I'm sure that if it's a district qualifier, he had to have a nice record.
Tyler Detweiler
yes.
is the young man we're talking about from Palmyra Cougars. You see his right-hand band as the Bronx cheer goes up as we are getting ready to wrestle here. Detweiler, of course, coming back from a hand injury, 27-5 last year. That's almost 85% clip win rate. 15 falls last year.
And only a sophomore.
Only a sophomore, and in Class AAA,
yes,
finished second in the section as he went to districts. This year, just 3-2 on the year as he comes back. You see the speed and the quickness right there on the go-behind on the edge of the mat to go up 2-0.
Did you pick up who the Lower Dauphin boy is?
Hayden Bahensky.
And Hayden is 2-13 as a junior. You can see Tyler is very comfortable with the leg hooked. He's a pinner. You can see it. There he goes. Ran the half hard. Oh, slipped out. The head slipped out.
Does not have a fall yet this year, but 15 last year.
Yeah, you can see that he's got that technique.
15 falls and 27 victories.
That's
is
fantastic.
Of course, Hayden Bohinski last year, 14-9 on the year. At 107, he's bumped up 2 weight classes. Been a little bit of a struggle at the higher weight.
Yeah, and that makes a difference, you know. You've got a little bit stronger kids, perhaps more experienced kids, so it could be a real challenge here tonight. Looking for a tilt. There's the counting them all. He's getting a tilt. Got the 2. He's holding the 2. And I think Scott will soon award it. Yep, there it is.
So 2 straight bounce we've seen where one wrestler, last one Tommy Oswald for Lower Dauphin, and this one Tyler Detweiler for Palmyra, very aggressive, out early, a lot of tilts, going for that tech fall. If can't get the 6, want to at least secure the 5.
Very true, very true. You want to get the thought into each kid's head. You got to score, 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 score. You never stop scoring.
It's almost like that's a familiar saying in the Nittany Lion wrestling room up there with Cale Sanderson.
No doubt about it. Yeah, Cale is phenomenal. There it is.
That is a quick pin. First period with 3.5 seconds. Tyler Detweiler wins a fall to put the Cougars up 10-6 over Lower Dauphin. We're going to step aside. You're watching High School Sports Live, back in 30.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish. With 6 locations, Groff Tractor is always nearby your equipment needs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Welcome back to High School Sports Live. We're moving to weight 127, and this bout brought to you by Select Medical. Wrestlers checking in. Palmyra with a fall from Tyler Detweiler at 121 to go up 10-6 over Lower Dauphin. Lower Dauphin coming in 14-1 on the year. Palmyra at 9-7.
I'm expecting this to be a good match because these are both district qualifiers from last year.
Cale Rossi and Joshua Smith.
Yes.
Joshua Smith in the orange and black. Rossi, the senior, in the traditional Lower Dauphin blue
Both
with the
seniors,
white trim.
both seniors. So perhaps they've met in the past. There might be some history here. A lot of movement. That's great. Fantastic.
Rossi 29-3 on the year. It's what we call a high batting average.
Nice setup, nice attack. There he has. There's his 2. Good movement.
Joshua Smith 12-7 for Palmyra.
Going for a switch, and I hit a kind of bit of a shorter roll. Almost got tilted there, got exposure, but not enough for Scott to give him Rossi any points.
A lot of action.
Yeah, I like how he stays under the wrist, under the arms, inside, so you have wrist control. See what he's got here. He's looking for a tilt off of that stand.
Charlie, as we go into our 4th match that has featured a lot of scoring, we've had a major. We've had 2 falls early here, one in the first, one in the second here at 114 and 121, and Rossi seems to be attacking here only with 2 points, but a lot of quick movement. Have you seen over your years the wrestling style changes as more gets put on TV and you see more guys attacking? And you know, here we're in Pennsylvania, so we see a lot of the Penn State wrestlers constantly with bonus and NCAA championships. Iowa traditionally a little bit more
Nice
methodical.
Oh, nice. Kind of a little bit of a lateral drop from a low level. He's got him on his back. He's going to get, obviously, exposure. It's getting close, getting close. Whoa, time
Rossi fights it off.
Great fight, great fight.
What a move by Joshua Smith there at the end of the period. We think we're just going to go into the second, and he says, no mas.
Yeah, you talk about how wrestling has changed. You know, in my time span, freestyle had a major influence on high school wrestling. And, you know, kids now are much more proficient on their feet. Takedowns are much more developed, and the kids are so skilled at this level. I mean, we're seeing high school kids beating college kids in tournaments, which is just unheard of in years ago.
You talk about the skill. As Rossi went in for the shot, he didn't get in deep enough, and Smith able to not only break free of it, but then just reverse it into 2 and a takedown with the lateral drop.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, he kind of just caked him right to his back, which, as you said, Rossi just didn't get in deep enough to finish the shot. Reversal. Good movement. Got to get hand control on the bottom. There he's working for it, working for hand control. But I like how Rossi is controlling wrists. That's great. Looks like we're going to get a restart here shortly. Yep.
6-4 right now.
Good match between these 2 seniors. Oh,
we have
timeout.
We have blood time,
I believe.
I mean, here, up until Smith hits that move, Rossi pretty much in control the entire first period.
Very true.
And just like that, the momentum just completely switches. We look over at Coach Jonathan Regretz for Palmyra, and he's up off the bench and shaking his head with some confidence. And that's kind of the confidence that Palmyra had early on in the year before the injury and illness bug kind of bit them in December.
Yeah, it's as you indicated, you know, the score was close, and all of a sudden it's a margin here of several points. But you just can never allow yourself to get in a bad position, because when you run into experienced kids, they know how to counter that, and you're going to pay for it.
Rossi here electing to start in neutral on the restart after the blood time.
Good drag, almost had a single, almost drug to a single. Nice movement. I like Lower Dauphin's movement. Yep. Going out of bounds, avoiding competition brings about a stall call. Nice shot on Smith's part. Up. But Ross is responding. Very nice, very nice. Now Lower Dauphin got called for stalling. You can't leave the surface. You got to fight to stay in.
Smith up 7-4 on Rossi.
.35 seconds to go. Another good shot. Come up off a single. He's got to finish. Run the circle. Run the. Okay, he's taking back up. Got to take him to the mat. So he's supporting it. No. He felt his hands were down.
Two hands were on the mat.
Right. Yep. He was supporting his weight. It was quick. It was quick. But Scott saw he had 2 down, so that was worth 2. 18 seconds to go. Claw ride there on the top. Tight waist and claw ride. That's hard to escape out of that situation. 5 seconds.
Under 5. Rossi trying to ride it out. He does, and we'll go to the third. 7-6, Joshua Smith on top of Kale Rossi. This, on paper, we'd have to say, and we're not familiar with all the history going through the lineup of all the wrestlers, but this would be an upset on paper. Rossi, 29 wins on the year.
Right. Yeah, it is.
For Lower Dauphin.
Smith's looking real good, looking very good. He's not being intimidated by that record.
8-6 as they started in neutral.
That's it, working the head. Yeah, there's this drag again. He did that earlier and does it well. You got to take him down now. He's got to take him down. Got to get him to the mat. There's 2. Yep. And an escape.
Takedown and an escape makes it 9-8. Smith on top by 1. Rossi seems to have the advantage from the neutral position when they're both on their feet.
I agree. He seems to be a little bit quicker. There's his 2.
With the reversal as we go to the edge.
Unbelievable. Fantastic.
21 points scored in his bout so far. We still got 63 seconds left. 11-10, Joshua Smith on there. A flurry of action as Rossi secures 2 takedowns and Smith escapes and secures a reversal of his own.
That's what wrestling should be all the time. I mean, that will bring people into the gymnasium because it's excitement. There's constant action, and that's what we like to see as coaches.
Pennsylvania, famous for its mat wrestling. Got a lot of action on the mat. And as we tick closer to the postseason, I believe last year, Mr. Dan Gable, here you see some of that action. He made an appearance at the PIAA State Championships last year.
Yeah, I was there, but I didn't see him.
So I was told. I was told he was up in a box.
Well,
I believe I did confirm with my own eyes, but my memory might be betraying me.
A couple of years ago, Iowa had half their team were from Pennsylvania, so they know where some good wrestling's located.
What do they say? If you want to win an NCAA national championship, you either have the boys from PA or you got to go through them to get it.
I agree, 100%. Okay, got a minute to go, minute 3.
63 seconds left.
Yep.
11-10. Joshua Smith looking for the upset on Kale Rossi here.
Trying to get a switch off the bottom, and he may, not yet. Smith followed him well. Stopped the switch, took him out of bounds. 45 seconds to go.
Our official, Scott Lindsay, going to bring him back to center.
Both the boys look like their conditioning's very good.
Smith looking for a ride here.
Broke him down, followed him out. Trying to set his bar, but they're going to be out of bounds here shortly. Out of bounds. 30 seconds, 33 seconds.
Coaches are coaching wrestlers. Fans are imploring style calls, fleeing the mats. I prefer the method that the coaches are going with.
A lot of action here. See what he can get. He's scooting. Got to scoot his hips out. He's got locked hands. Got locked hands. If it stays there, it'll be tied up. It'll be tied up, 11-11.
11-11.
Here we go,
That is the call.
14.6 seconds. Something's gonna happen.
Ross,
Here we go.
trying for the escape. Smith won't let him out.
Nope.
Five seconds.
We're gonna go in overtime.
We go to extra time here.
All right, better and better all the time.
Palmyra bench imploring Smith to get to the center of the mat, pick up the pace here.
Yeah, if somebody gets a takedown, it's over.
1 minute.
Got to be in motion. Got to change levels and be in motion. Set the man up with your motion. But they're standing kind of flat-footed right now. Now they're moving a little bit more. They got to be moving, banging his head.
Throughout the match, Rossi has had the advantage in this position. Shot by Smith.
There we go. There's a shot. That may do it. There it is. That's it. Great job.
Great match. Kale Rossi wins it in overtime with the takedown, 13-11. You gotta love it. Stick around. We're coming back in 30. You're watching High School Sports Live, our match of the week.
Select Physical Therapy, a leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine throughout central Pennsylvania. Whether recovery from an injury or setting a peak performance goal, our highly certified therapists and athletic trainers will help get you there. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to schedule an appointment or complimentary consultation. We wish all athletes, coaches, and teams a great season.
Welcome back to High School Sports Live Match of the Week. Lowered off hosting Palmyra. We got a bunch of action. This match brought to you by Jack Giambalvo Family of Dealership. Palmyra on top, 10-9, and we have seen some action here so far tonight.
Senior Jacob Gesford.
We go to 133. Jacob Gesford in the blue singlet for Lower Dauphin.
A record of 18-9 as senior against Owen Clark, who's sophomore at 7-3. Out of bounds, hustle back into the center.
My ears are still ringing from the last bout at 127.
Yeah, they got to be in motion. I hear the coaches hollering, be in motion. Got to be in motion. Your motion sets up your shots. If you're not moving, you're just a standing target out there. You got to be in motion, making him move so it creates opportunities for you. Out of bounds.
There are three words or phrases I've heard the most at every wrestling match I've ever covered. Move your feet, hand control, and stalling. And stalling is normally from the fans.
Well, we haven't seen much stalling here tonight.
No stalling here tonight. Action, action, and action.
You know, this sport is just so great for kids to be part of. Takedown for Gesford. A little bit of a single shot and slid behind.
Gesford, the senior, 18 wins on the year for Lower Dauphin.
We're going for a tilt. He's got him set. He got a flag of one, but not two yet. Now he's got one again, one again, 1, 2. Okay, now he's getting exposure points. He's holding 3. He's got 3 for exposure.
Gesford, a two-time medalist in sectionals. 6th last year at 127, 4th at 113 in 2022. Clark, just a sophomore, 7-3 on the year.
If Owen wants to switch, he can't let that lead arm trail behind, because that's what happened there at the end. Choosing to go to his feet, Owen chose to stand in a neutral position, so now he's got to get active. Now he's got to score some points.
Bonus points so far have been a key
Nice overhead
in this
drag.
match.
Nice job. Slide by. Nice takedown. And again, he's going to work. He's got his arm tied up. He's looking for a little bit of a bar. He's out of the bar. Just taking the wrist, breaking him down, staying heavy. Notice he's making the boy in the bottom carry all his weight. That's crucial. All that tires the bottom man out. Going for a cross-face cradle. I think he's got some of it. Yes, looked like he had it from this angle. Again, you can see the wrist control, denying that bottom man a chance to get hand control on his part.
Of course, the cradle. I feel like every region has their go-to moves, and I always feel like the cradle here in District 3 around the Harrisburg area is the move.
Well, I know a couple years ago, Central Dauphin was very tough on tilts, and they were very strong with that technique. And it's now spread across the whole district, but they were some of the early break blood red.
Talking about that a little bit, Harrisburg, great wrestling at every single level around the world. Of course, Ed Ruth, a two-time national champion or a three-time national champion at Penn State. They used to say when Ed Ruth wanted a cradle or a tilt, Ed Ruth got a cradle or a tilt.
And the last I saw, his brother is ranked first right now. He's in Illinois.
Edmund.
Yeah, Edmund.
Of course, I believe Edmund started at Lehigh,
I believe,
if I remember correct. And then transferred out to Illinois.
And Ed had gone out there to be part of the training camp there at Olympic training team at Iowa, or at Illinois, I'm sorry. So yeah, I saw Edmund when he was in 8th grade. I saw him wrestle in a tournament in York, and you could see then that there's a very bright future.
Of course, District 3. When it comes to the state tournament, District 3 always putting guys into the finals at both AA and AAA. Lower Dauphin has had guys in there. Palmyra's looking for that breakthrough.
Yeah, it's
a couple state place winners.
Exactly. Yeah.
But looking to put somebody on top of the podium.
Yeah. And you start doing that, and then the younger kids in your community start seeing the success they're having. They want to be part of that. So you got to start building that tradition to attract more kids.
What's always striking is in Pennsylvania, it's like, oh, well, you're up against a kid from the Whippeal. It's going to be a tough matchup. Well, if you're not up against a kid from the Whippeal, then you're up against a team from District 11 in the Lehigh Valley.
Exactly.
They're no slouch. They are.
No.
I mean, it's a debate on which one has the bigger history, the Whippeal or District 11. And if you're not up against one of those, well, then you're possibly going up against an Erie Cathedral prep kid from District 9 or Reynolds or Brookville. There's just great wrestling all over the state. And that's why we do what we do, and that's why we try to bring you the best matches here out of District 3 here on High School Sports Live.
Okay. Got his bar in already. 30 seconds to go. Maybe get some exposure here. Maybe trying to run the bar and a half from the other side. He could do it if he jumps out to the side and gets his wheels running. He's got the wrist again. 18 seconds. He's running that bar. Took it up too far. Potentially dangerous. 15 seconds.
Gesper being very aggressive here in the closing moments of the second.
Gesper stopped at bottom man's move, Owens' bottom start, so he's broke him down again. But I appreciate Owens getting to his base, trying to fight to his base. Got to keep that head up, bring his knees up, get underneath, get his knees under him.
We're at 1:33, a little match reset. Jacob Gesford in the blue singlet for Lower Dauphin on top, 7-0 over Owen Clark.
Yeah, they're coming out to clean blood.
How did we get here so far? Well, we started at 107. We're going straight classic format here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Fultz of Palmyra got it started with a major decision, 10-1. Lower Dauphin answered with a fall in the second period from Tommy Oswald, who was commanding in his match. Tyler Detweiler back from injury here tonight, helping fill out that Palmyra Cougar lineup. Gets a fall of his own in the first period with 3 seconds left on the clock to make it 10-6. And then last bout at 127, Joshua Smith of Palmyra and Cale Rossi, a thriller, 13-11 in sudden victory for Rossi to make it 10-9, and that is where we stand.
Okay, we got to take down here, a little bit of a shrug. Jacob has used that before, and he does it well. Got his bar in again. And dragging back in, he might be able to expose his back. Can't run that bar too far. It becomes a chicken wing. Or, you know, you get a potentially dangerous situation. Like, he's got him tilted. His foot's in. He can get points on this. He can get a fall. It's getting close. It's getting close. That's got to be close.
Scott Lindsay looking. He's looking.
That's awful close.
Down there like a cat.
Yeah, he's looking underneath. It's kind of dark over there. It's hard to see. Got a slight. Oh, we're gonna reverse his half, but he lost the arm.
Clark off his back once, trying to do it again and get to the out of bounds as 3 back points to make it 12-0 here with a minute left in the third.
I'm sure he'll go for more exposure because he wants a technical fall. He can get it. We got a timeout again. Now we got an injury.
As we saw the edge of the mat wrestling right there, that's one thing I've really been impressed with. We talk about developing programs and developing wrestlers, but I really think the quality of officials, especially here in Central Pennsylvania, District 6, District 3, that we see a lot, has just increased, and the consistency has just really gone up, especially with some rule changes on the edge of the mat, because it's different at every level, but the consistency, I feel, is there.
Well, and I appreciate Scott's work. You know, he does a lot of college work, so he's really up in the sport, and that's so important that, you know, if you're going to be in the sport, you have to be knowledgeable about all the technique that's going on, because if you're not, then you're hurting the kids, and that's not fair to the kids. So, yeah, if we can encourage more adults and even some of the high school kids to become officials later on in their life, the sport needs it.
It's not too long ago, 10, 12 years ago for me, doing matches up in the State College area. Every time there was something near the edge of the mat, you'd be out of bounds, he's it. Like, there was nothing of that, as we just saw great wrestling right there on the edge.
Yeah, it's things have changed, there's no doubt about it.
45 seconds here, just under, I should say, a tick under.
He's coming up to his feet. Good breakdown, good takedown from that position. He's going to get points. He's going to get 2. He may get to technical fall here. He's going to pick up 3. I think he has him. Now, he still gives him a chance to get a fall. If he can't get the fall, then the match will stop and it'll be a technical fall. Still a chance, still a chance. It's coming out, so it's going to be a technical fall.
Tech fall for 5 from Jacob Gessford is lowered off and goes back on top, 14-10. We got a thriller here. You're watching our match of the week here on High School Sports Live, back in 30.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory across 8 brands in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover. And we want to thank the local community for voting us the 2023 Official Community's Choice Award Best of York and Hanover winner in 5 different categories. Come out today and find out why your friends and neighbors voted Giambalvo #1. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
Welcome back to High School Sports Live. Match of the week, Lower Dauphin and Palmyra. It's a good one here so far. This bout brought to you by Capital Blue Cross. We move to 139. Lower Dauphin just goes on top. Second lead change here tonight as, third lead change here tonight as Jacob Gessford got a tech fall to make it 14-10. Griffin Barilla for Lower Dauphin.
Yeah, Griffin was placed 6th in the regional tournament last year. And this year's 23-7. While Steven is 9-8 as a senior. And we're getting exposure points to take down and exposure points already. It's getting close. There it is.
Steven Stein. That's our quickest bout of the match as he makes the sunshine hard hands or love hands. We'll call that a Taylor Swift move right there. Griffin Barilla with the fall.
26 seconds.
26 seconds. We'll be back in 30.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Back on High School Sports Live, our match of the week. You've just seen 1 minute of commercials thanks to our sponsor. This match brought to you by Select Medical, and I made that joke because our last bout only lasted 26 seconds as Griffin Barilla with a fall lightning quick at 139 as we move to 145. Wyatt Aragani for Palmyra.
Yeah, this Clayton Kozer placed 5th last year in the region, comes in with a 23-7 record, and Wyatt is a junior with a 1-8, so there's obviously a difference here in their performance so far this year.
Lower Dauphin, 3 matches in a row, sparked by the sudden victory of Rossi. Guessford with a tech fall, and then a fall from Barilla.
Looks like we may get another one.
Aragani in trouble from Kozer. Fights it off.
His half in, running the half again. You've got to sink that half tight so that he's got to get his elbow right there. Now we're getting close now. There it's going to be very close. Right now.
Kozer with the fall, 40 seconds. The senior, his 17th pin of the year as his arm goes up. Lower Dauphin's on a roll right now over Palmyra. We're going to step aside. You're watching High School Sports Live, our match of the week.
Select Physical Therapy, a leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine throughout central Pennsylvania. Whether recovery from an injury or setting a peak performance goal, our highly certified therapists and athletic trainers will help get you there. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to schedule an appointment or complimentary consultation. We wish all athletes, coaches, and teams a great season.
Welcome back to High School Sports Live. Match of the week, bout at 152, brought to you by Capital Blue Cross. Lower Dauphin on a roll. They have taken the lead at 26-10, and they've done it in impressive fashion. Tech fall, our last 3.
And for the Falcons, senior Joey Swartz.
Yeah, Joey
Aaron
Swartz.
Andrew.
Yep, for Palmyra, and Joey Swartz for Lower Dauphin. And Joey was a district qualifier last year, as a senior this year, 23-8. And Aaron is a sophomore, with a record of 8-5. See what they're going to be using. Try to. Oh, nice shot on. Oh, no takedown yet. Now he's got a takedown.
Aaron Andrew.
Yes.
Jumps on top, 2-0 here in the first.
Nice claw ride there, staying heavy on top.
Andrew, 5th place in the sectionals last year at 139.
Good lift. Oh, he's got to get back. Got too high on that lift. Okay, one escape. Now let's see what Aaron can do on his feet this time. Again, Joey went for that drag. I like how he's changing levels. He dropped his level down, gets you closer to your target. There he dropped it again. More movement, both of them, more movement. Move those feet. Again, your movement, your hand fighting has to set up your takedown. You got to put him in the positions you want.
Andrew and Schwartz staying in that center circle, basically, not working the edge of the mat. Like to see that.
Right. You got to pick up the activity. Pick up the activity. Come on. You got a big gap. They're standing. Okay, it's almost time.
End of the first period, and it seems like forever since we've made it to the second. A couple bouts ago.
See what Joey does on the bottom here. Coming for stand-ups, got some hand control. Now he's got to get some. Now he's working hand control. He's Aaron came back strong, took him back down the mat. It's almost, don't lock your hands, Aaron. Lifting again. Fight to stay in, fight to stay in. He tried to pull him out, so that's why he got called for stalling.
You read my mind, Charlie. I was just going to ask now. A lot of viewers might be like, well, they're just fighting at the edge. Why was that a thing? It's that kind of last tug when you're going out. If you're start on top position, you got to push him back in.
Right. You can't drag him out. That's avoiding action. I like how Scott's calling stalling tonight. He's really making the kids work. Constant requesting activity, requesting action. Now come back to the middle, work back in, guys, work back into the center. Good movement, down on his knees that time to snap, spin. Yeah, they got to get, now they're standing flat-footed. They got to be moving more. There's a shot, single leg sweep. He's got the leg, almost had it up, but looks like he's gonna score. Takedown, yes. Joey scored the takedown.
Andrew displaying some flexibility there, just kind of lost it right at the edge.
Yeah, you got to work on that in practice, Coach. You got to be flexible.
That's a big move here with under 30 seconds left from Schwartz to take a 4-2 lead.
High. You may shake him off. He's awful high. He ought to be trying to slide him off if he can. Now he got a leg in, got a boot in, and that's going to stop that from happening. Now he's arching. That's good. Working the head.
Working the head.
Yep.
Four to 2, tight bout here at 152. Here you see the quick leg sweep down to the ankle. Andrew's flexibility not quite enough to hold off that takedown from Schwartz.
Okay, Wyatt got to his feet. Can he get hand control and get out of there? There he is. Got an escape. Now he's got to get active. 4 to 3, he's down by 1. He just got to get more active on his feet, more active on his feet.
He's already been hit with 1 stall call for Andrew.
Yeah, no takedown yet. Doing a little funking here. That's a scramble. That was a good move on his part. If he lets go of that leg, he just gave up a takedown.
Andrew trying to hold on to that with desperation, that ankle.
Yeah, yeah. But that all happened, Andrew, because he was standing. He wasn't attacking. You can't stand at the edge or anywhere and allow that to happen. You got to be active.
6 to 3, Schwartz on top as we go back for a restart in the center.
Yep, 1 minute, 7 seconds. No movement on the bottom. Now he's coming up slowly, kind of a tripod stand. Oh, you got to escape. So it's 4 to 3. Or I'm sorry, 6 to 4. Sorry. Technicality, looked like he punched him. I didn't see it, but I'll take Scott's word for it.
No argument from Palmyra bench?
No.
Coach Raygetz just nods and goes, that was it. Schwartz with a 3-point lead. Andrew's got to make a move.
Okay, that's a single. Now can he finish it? He's got to trap that leg. That's going to get, oh, he's just hanging on for a stalemate here. Oh my goodness, that's a real pretzel out there. Yeah.
A couple matches ago with Barilla, we could have said that's a bowl of pasta.
I think there's a technical violation there. He was extending the back beyond what normal range, and I think that's why Scott called that. They're talking about it now. Okay. Yeah. 7
This is
seconds.
7-5.
Got to attack. Got to take a chance. Take a chance. Take a chance dropping. 7-4.
You're watching high school sports live. Lower Dauphin extends their lead to 29-10 as Joey Schwartz gets a decision. We're going to step aside for 30. We'll be right back on our match of the week.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Back here on High School Sports Live, match of the week, Lower Dauphin, Palmyra. 160 we move to. This match brought to you by Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. Lower Dauphin on a commanding run. Nick Camposano versus Isaac Ulrich. Of course, Ulrich, a famous name around these parts here at Lower Dauphin.
Actually, it was Ori.
Ulrich.
U-R-E-Y.
Ulrich.
Yeah, Ori. Yeah, I don't think it's a different family. Yeah, Isaac's coming in 14-4 or 14-14 as a junior, and Nicholas is a sophomore at 4-5. Out of bounds, come back in the center. Making contact. You got to get close. You got to notice how he snapped his head. That's good. Stay in. Fight to stay in. Don't back out. Scott will call you for stalling. Got an underhook. Now they're free again. Again, they got to get more movement, more hand fighting. I like the level change that Isaac's going through. A little bit more. Fight to stay in. Fight to stay in. Yep, pointing for stalling. You can't back out. You can't back out.
Camposano looking for his 5th win to get back to 500. He's 4-5 on the year here.
There we go. See what happens here. Who wants it the most? Who wants it more than the other guy? There's an ankle pick. Got an ankle pick. Lower Dauphin. Ulrich, nice ankle pick. A little bit of a shorter roll on Palmyra's part. Lower Dauphin staying heavy on top. Again, he's inside on the wrist, tying wrists up, which is great. Palmyra's choice. Deferred, and so Palmyra's choice, choosing down. 2-0, favor Lower Dauphin. Kind of a pop stand up, but Isaac was able to stop that right away. Again, he's got to get his base up, bring a knee up, push back over without giving his arms away. Got to do that. You can't score off your belly. It's coming up, a little bit of a shorter roll, but hips were tied up, so he couldn't complete the shorter roll. Or Granby. There we go. We got one. 2-1. See if he can get a takedown. He's being aggressive. He's trying. He's trying to set things up. He's coming into him. Moving him.
There's Camposano. He's been in and out of the lineup as him and Matthew Brady have gone back and forth all year for Palmyra.
You got to get up. Can't stay on your knees down there. Kind of a slow reach for a single. He got spun. Isaac was able to spin behind for the 2. 4-1. trying to do that shoulder roll or kind of a little bit of a Granby, but he's not finishing it. Coming up again to his feet. Can he stay in? Oh.
A lot of fight from Campusano on the defensive side. Just hasn't really been able to get to his offense.
Yeah, he's not finishing it. You know, he's got some motion down there, but he's not finishing any of the moves.
Of course, on the other side of the coin, have to tip your cap to Ulrich as he fights off those moves.
Oh, got a cross-face cradle. Or cradle, I should say, without the cross-face, but he's getting exposure. You got 3 there. 2 seconds to go.
That's the way you finish off a period.
As I said earlier, score, score, score. You just got to always be trying to score more points. If your offense, you make your offense become your defense. If you're constantly scoring, you're taking that away from your opponent. Nice, nice. Overhead drag. Don't back out, don't back out.
Campusano trying to fight off Majors here. He's in danger of not doing so as it becomes 9-1.
Yeah. He just capitalized on that edge, right at the edge, which was great. Followed through and got his takedown. Yeah. Campusano has to get his head up and get more back pressure so he can get to his stand if that's what he wants. You can't wrestle with your head down. Okay, got his 1. Now he's got to get active. Got to get very active. Because right now, it's 9-7. He doesn't want to give up a major here.
Of course, if you're Ulrich, you're looking for that major.
Exactly.
With the 7-point advantage. Could be a little, aggressive. And
into the single. Oh, right to his back. Doesn't look good. He's going to get exposure too. Got 3 exposure. Now he's got to look for a technical fall.
10-point advantage.
Yeah, 10.
In command on the mat. We've already seen him lock up a cradle.
Yep.
Couple exposure points so far.
And here Nicholas got to just stay off his back. You know, sometimes not giving those extra back points, that's a win for your team. You don't give those extra team points away. 28 seconds. Score. Maybe can come out the back. He's got to pop that head up and yeah, he's got to get him. He's working, getting close. He can come through those legs and get his. There, he's going to escape. He just gave up. No, almost. You got to keep fighting. He can't stop wrestling. Can't stop.
4 seconds. Fights off the tech fall.
Okay.
But that's a major for Ulrich to make it 34-10. Lowered Dolphin in command as they have run off a string of victories here. You're watching High School Sports Live, our match of the week. The Falcons and the Cougars will be back in 30.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory across 8 brands in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover. And we want to thank the local community for voting us the 2023 official Community's Choice Award Best of York and Hanover winner in 5 different categories. Come out today and find out why your friends and neighbors voted Giambalvo #1. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
Welcome back to High School Sports Live, our match of the week, Lower Dolphin and Palmyra. This match brought to you by AT&T as we go to 172.
Okay, 172, I think we're going to have Marshall Stahl and Mason Bucks.
172 pounds, Cougars and Mason Bucks.
Mason Bucks for the Cougars.
Senior Marshall Stahl.
And Marshall Stahl.
And Bucks was a district qualifier last year. He's a senior this year at 19-5. And Marshall Stahl was 14-12, and he's also a senior. Mason just shot in on the single. He's trying to run the corner, going for the low on the leg, coming up. That's good. That's going to be a good finish if he can. There we go. He limped out, limped the arm through, and got his takedown. Nice job. Very nice.
Bucks trying to stop the flow of points here for Lower Dauphin.
Okay, got his escape. I liked how he went back and pinched off the inside. He didn't allow Marshall to come inside, which was good. Okay, they're hand fighting. Again, they got to move their feet. Set up what they want. Set up what they can get. Out of bounds.
Bucks and Stahl. If it wasn't for the difference in hair color in the singlets, you would think they were twins. Same body type, tall and lanky.
Got to get out of that ear to ear. That ear to ear doesn't get you much in a tie-up position. They're moving. They're both moving. They're both being aggressive, which is great to see.
Bucks 19-5 on the year.
Again, two seniors going at it. Last time at one another.
A lot of experience.
Oh, got it. Twisted his ankle. Is he okay?
Both have been to districts.
Maybe not. Maybe not. I saw him limp as soon as he twisted that ankle, and I could tell there was an issue.
And a classy move by Stahl at the same time, because when that first ankle rolling took place, he did not attack.
No,
he kind of backed off to the center,
Yeah.
let him get his feel out, and then
Good
as soon as
Very
Bucks
nice.
put his
nice.
right foot down again, it kind of gave way again.
Yeah.
Of course, nobody ever wants to see injuries. Unfortunately for Palmyra, they have seen a lot of injuries this year. From broken hands, broken clavicles, concussions.
But he's limping a bit. I thought they might tape it from the outside of the boot so it gives some extra support, but I guess they think he's going to be okay. Certainly this time of the year, you know, with sectionals not too far off, and you know, you just can't afford kids getting injured, because these seniors, this could be their last time through. And
in this sports, and sometimes coaches and trainers, officials, they got to protect the kid from making a decision against the kid himself, because he wants to be out there. He sees his teammates battling, and this is a match that Palmyra could win, and you know, he wants to go.
Yeah, sectional start February the 17th, so that's not too far off.
Little slap of the right ankle right there, and Bucks right back into it. We'll keep an eye on that right boot.
Yeah, your description of both their builds, they are very, very similar. Their triceps, biceps, their upper bodies look much alike. Leg development looks good. And again, I'm sure they've met numerous times in the past. Palmyra defers, going on their feet again. Lower Dauphin wants to work from the standing position. Oh, good movement, single leg. Can he finish? He did. Got his two. So that ankle's holding up.
Good quick move, and boy, did he get down low on that one.
Yes.
To finish it off as he goes up 4-1 for Mason Bucks.
He's blocking that injury out. He slapped his ankle there.
As a wrestler, how much of that is mental?
Wrestling is a lot of mental.
To not even think, like, I just rolled my ankle twice in 20 seconds.
Yeah, you can't dwell on that. You gotta focus on the task at hand. Breaking down. You got to break him down, get him to his belly if you can. Stay under his arms. Control his hips. Back it in. Kind of sat back into him. Again, underhooked him, took him out. One minute, 9 seconds.
We're at 172. We have to go all the way back to 121 when Tyler Detweiler got a fall for Palmyra for their last points, team points in this match.
Got to break him down. He's losing his arm. He can't lose that arm. because that gives Mason here a chance to gazoni out. Come up. He should have kept that wrist and come up. He could have gazonied out. Stoll has the leg in. That's kind of controlling the lower body. Now he's trapped the leg. Cross face up front. Maintain that base. You can't let him break him down. 4 seconds. Okay, third period, 4-1.
Here's that quick move where Bucks gets down low to finish it.
Yes.
Give himself a little bit of a cushion.
Look great.
In on the single.
Again, you got to get off your belly. You can't score down there. He's got to score 3 points to tie it up. He's got to get up.
And if you're Bucks, you're just trying to make it that you're not getting hit with the stall, not being overly aggressive with the way this match has gone.
Yeah, I mean, here on the mat, they seem to slow up quite a bit. On their feet, they're moving a lot more, but not much is happening right now. He's got the ankle trapped, which obviously slows the bottom man down. But he's got to keep working for those pinning combinations, which he is.
Just going to make sure you don't spend too much time parallel.
There he's got his cross face again. He's looking for that cradle, but he didn't force it. Just kind of hanging out there. Let's see what happens here. Mason's got to get his head up. He's got to come up. He's got to fight up. Fight up.
Mason Bucks in the black singlet. Marshall Stahl in the blue for Lower Dauphin. Dauphin, excuse me.
Okay, you got to get up. Got to get up. Back pressure, bottom man. Marshall gets some back pressure. Back into him. Push back in. There you come. Come up. You got to get off your belly.
Andrew Klissa alongside National Wrestling Hall of Famer Charlie Jacobs here on High School Sports Live. Whether you're watching online on the stream or on Fox 43.2.
30 seconds to go. Bottom man stalling. As I said, he's got to get off his belly. He's got to work to score points. He can't lay there. Now he's brought his base up, which is good. He's got to get his head up and work back into him. He's got to free that leg. Work back in, hip back in, free that trapped leg. 8 seconds. Let's end up a regular decision, 4-1.
Mason Bucks is going to take the decision 4-1 at 172 for Palmyra, his 20th victory on the year. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds. Lower Dauphin 33-13 on top of the Cougars. We'll be back in just a bit.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
Welcome back to our match of the week here on High School Sports Live. We moved to 189. This bout brought to you by Hoffman Ford, our 11th match of the night. Palmyra gets back on the scoreboard after a little bit of a dry spell. They are down 33-13 over rival Lower Dauphin.
For the Cougars, Caden Jones. For the Falcons, junior Nathan Stuckey.
Caden Jones for Palmyra versus
senior?
Nathan Stuckey, a junior.
Yeah,
for LD.
Caden is 15-8, and Nathan is 25-7 as the junior. Nice shot. Oh, good reaction on Caden's part to avoid that takedown. Got one of his own. Got his boots in. Got to take the arms out, which he did. Now he's working the head. Stay under the arm. You're going to get your hips up. Get your hips up on top.
Nathan Stuckey on top, 2-0. A quick reaction.
Yeah.
On Caden Jones.
Even though Caden shot, Nathan reacted really well. Oh. No exposure. That was close. That was close.
Action right on the edge of the mat.
Yeah, really close.
Literally the edge of the mat, the narrowest part of the barrier.
Yeah, as you get to these bigger kids, these mats aren't big enough.
Caden Jones, 5th place finisher at sectionals last year at 189. Nathan Stuckey, 6th place finisher last year at 215.
Oh, so he's down to 89. That's great. Got his one leg in, one boot in. Nice. Contemplating putting the other one in, it looked like. Now he's got it in now. Both boots in. Oh, but he lost his position and got reversed.
Nice work by Caden Jones.
Yep.
On bottom, recognized the opening and takes advantage to tie it up at 2.
Escape for Stuckey.
Charlie, we haven't seen much of that because we haven't had the opportunity, but early on we talked about, we're going to say it a bunch of times, that you don't want to give up an escape at the end of a period. And for the first time tonight, we've seen Nathan Stuckey score a point.
Yeah, you got to be aware how much time's left. You just can't give something away that close to the end of a period. That didn't have to happen, or shouldn't have happened. Good breakdown, chopped the arm. I think he caught the wrist. Yes, he did. Caught the wrist. Up. Let's go with that. Chopped it again. Both guys got to go, got to move, got to break him, or got to get up. Come on.
90 seconds about left in the period.
Got to free that inside arm. You got to get that arm free. Chopped again, got his bar, but he lost the bar. Cross face. Sit back in, sit back, get in. Oh, got snapped back. Got snapped back. You can't sit there. You got two, holding two. I think he's gonna award it pretty soon because he's got the bar. He's running it. Oh! Caden sat up there, almost had the reversal, but he's in trouble now. He's in trouble. He sets that half tight. It could end it. He's got to set his half deep.
Jones fighting for his life.
Keep that arm trapped. Left the arm out. Got 3 exposure.
Jones just a little bit got caught there, not guarding it.
Yeah.
And Stuckey was able to snap him back and put him right into the position.
Yeah, I like to sit back, but you can't sit there and wait. You got to come out of that thing. You got to use it. Get your head up, back into him again. You got to come back in. 5 seconds. Come on, guys.
Stuckey on top, 6-2, courtesy of some danger points. Going to the 3rd period, Jones is going to start on the bottom on this restart.
Yeah, he's got to score. He's got to pick it up. Nathan has that bar in again. There he goes.
Stuckey runs it once again.
Yep, more exposure. Got 3, holding 3. Slide back, set your half deep. Okay, keep that leg trap. Step over. Lift that leg and step over. Caden's got to work to score. He needs points. He can't allow himself to be tied up.
The board says 6-2, essentially 9-2, as
Right.
referee Scott Lindsay was
Yep.
holding 3.
Yep. Minute and 33 seconds. Third period. Oh, come on. Fight off the bottom. Fight up. You got to recover your position.
Stuckey looking for his 26th win of the year.
That's a great season. Get 26 wins.
And he likes the pin. We see why.
Oh,
with that.
yeah.
He keeps running the bars.
I like that
Trying to get him
aggressiveness.
flat. Has 16 pins on the year.
Yep, I like that aggression. Pinch that arm, pinch it in, pinch that elbow in. Load it up on your hip, and drive your elbow into his ear. Bloody nose. I was looking back. I saw that Lower Dauphin was 5th at the Penn Manor tournament. They were 2nd at the Howdy Duncan Classic down in Delaware, and came in 21st at the Trojan Wars in Chambersburg at their tournament. And I saw that, let's see what I got here on Palmyra. Yeah, see if I can locate that one. Yeah.
They were at the Moon Duels. Palmyra at Moon High School, so they went out west to the Whippeal.
Yeah.
Had a rough go of it against Blackhawk. Beth Center, which is where Coach Ray Getz is from.
That's right.
Proud tradition out there. Ambridge, West Allegheny.
Yep.
Did beat West Allegheny 39-30. And in the third place match, they fell to Moon.
Okay, he needs takedowns. You got to get active. Can't stand and wait. Out of bounds. Keep your motion, both of them. Keep your motion. You're standing flat. It's hard to score standing flat-footed like that. Oh. Lower Dauphin allowed himself to be pushed out, so he got called for stolen. I like how Scott forces the action. He wants him to be in the mat. He wants him going all the time. He makes him work. And that's what's so great about this sport. Okay, it's going to end up 9-3.
Stuckey works it all 3 periods for a 9-3 decision, 36-13. The Falcons on top of the Cougars. We're going to step aside for 30. You're watching the Match of the Week on High School Sports Live.
Everybody knows Hoffman has it. Did you know Hoffman has even more? There's the fully stocked Hoffman Ford Parts and Accessories Department, the Hoffman state-of-the-art collision facility, confidence in our ultra-modern service facility, peace of mind with master technicians, satisfaction with low prices.
Do I really need to say it again? Hoffman has it.
Only at Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Welcome back to High School Sports Live. Match of the Week is bout at 2:15, presented by the PA Housing Finance Agency. Going to 2:15, 36-13. You see it right there on the lower third of your screen.
215-pound weight class, Cougar sends Xavier Smith against the Falcons sophomore Will Gray.
Xavier Smith and Will Gay.
Yeah, it was a quick takedown.
Gay wasting no time to
and we got some
light up the bulbs on the scoreboard with a takedown, a quick two.
Young guys out here. Will Gray is a sophomore at 20-7, and Xavier is a freshman, 6-9. Will's a well-built sophomore, I'll tell you that. I'm sure he found a place on the football team.
Will and myself kind of mirror images of body types. Of course, him weighing at 215.
Oh, yeah.
Myself at a cool 150 pounds.
They caught the arm. He's got his half deep. That's great. He's in great position. Got about 50 seconds to go, so it looks like it could end right now.
You called it, Charlie. Will Gray with the foul. And it's quick. His 20th win of the year, 14th foul on the season. We're going to step aside 42-13. One more break before we close this one out at 285. You're watching High School Sports Live.
So a while back, I thought to myself, I'm never going to own a home. I'm going to have to rent forever. I didn't have money for a down payment. I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that home ownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.
Welcome back, High School Sports Live. 285 bout. This is how we close it out, brought to you by Select Medical. Match of the week, Lower Dauphin, Palmyra. LD has locked this one up, using it by the bonus points variety.
Against Falcon sophomore Isaiah Allen.
Kenneth Coles for Palmyra, Isaiah Allen.
Yeah, we've got some young men here, a freshman and a sophomore. Allen is 1 in 15 as a sophomore, and Ken Coles is a freshman and 1 and 2. So they've had some challenges this year.
They're aggressive with the hands, though.
No, they're fighting. That's a hand fight.
Especially Isaiah Allen.
Yes, yes.
Using the entire mat area, something we don't often see at 285.
Ken Cole's got to fight, or Isaiah Allen's got to fight back in. He's allowed himself to be pushed out. That's not good. Got to push back in.
This is our first bout of the night where we've seen two really different body types in the same weight class. And,
True.
And normally you'll see a tall, lanky versus shorter and muscular type. A little bit of that going on out there tonight.
Yeah,
or right now.
Yep. And again, you usually don't see sophomores and freshmen at heavyweight, or 285. So these guys have a bright future. They stick with it.
I prefer the label HWT.
Well, heavyweight, but at one time it used to be unlimited.
Yep.
And that was scary because it was unlimited. You get some extreme differences in kids, and that was dangerous for the lightweight kid.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, didn't 285 come about as the limit? As they said that's the heaviest and the athletic mobility that we're looking for. And whatever formula they used to come up with that, I'm not sure.
I have never heard the history of that, Andrew. But
that's what I was told. That's what I was told. But that could be an old wives' tale. It was an Olympic wrestler that told me that.
I remember way back, you had Chris Taylor from Iowa State, over 400 pounds. Oklahoma had Jimmy Jackson, I think it was. He was 400 pounds. Great wrestlers, but just big, big men. Okay, Lower Dauphin defers. Palmyra takes down. Let's see what their first motion is off the bottom and on the top.
Both of these young men, Coles for Palmyra, Allen for the Falcons, looking for that second win of the year.
Yeah, can't come out front like that. Give your leg away. Ken got his escape. See who can get a takedown. Usually in heavyweight, you have a 285, you have a lot of upper body looking for drags, because as a big man, you don't want to get down on your knees. You get trapped down there, and it's hard to recover from that. So you want to work from drags and snaps or snags on the single leg.
Try to use the momentum on the snap against your opponent.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. backing out. He's backing out. See what Scott does here. Oh, left go.
Allen trying to circle in.
Near us. Andrew, keep him out there on the man. Here we go. Here we go. Keep your motion. That's it. Work the head. I don't know if these guys do drags, but with heavyweights, it's so if you can just turn your opponent sideways a little bit and then body lock, step in and body lock, big men can do that well. Instead, it keeps them off their knees. That's it. Work the head. Okay. All right. Push back in. Don't let him push out. All right. Good job. Good job.
Allen, very light on his feet. I was going to say aggressive with his feet, but light on his feet around the mat.
Yes.
Very aggressive.
Yes. I'm impressed by that. That's great. See a man his size move like that. That's terrific. And just a freshman too. I'm sure he found a place on the football line too.
Traditionally in wrestling, that's what we see, multiple sport athletes.
And
we
go spin behind. That's what I'm telling you.
Quick feet right there.
Yeah. When you go down and shoot down, it's very hard for a big man to recover.
End of the period.
Yeah. He took advantage of it.
Isaiah
That
Allen
was
with
nice.
the 2 big points.
Can't do that.
Jim gets loud. For that young man.
They're appreciating
just a
his effort.
sophomore.
Yeah, when you got to tie your shoelaces, you get called for stalling for that. And that's what he just did.
I did know, I was wondering at the end of that period, I saw it hanging out there. I'm like, I wonder if he's going to try to go through the whole match without tying his shoe.
Yeah, they won't let that happen. Fisher will call that. See, there again, you shoot down. It's a bad position to be in.
And it's a tough shot for Coles, being that he's got to go so far down
He should have left him up.
to get under Allen because Allen is shorter.
Yeah. The taller, Ken should be working his head, snapping him down. Again, he took that shot. He scored this time.
He's got 2.
He got him off out of position.
Right on the edge, got 2.
Yep. Three to 3. Minute 10 to go in the third period.
A lot of excitement here.
Who wants it bad enough?
Cole's trying to end it on a high note for Palmyra, as they're not going to win the team bout.
Isaac's got to get to his base. He can't lay down there and cover up. He's got to come up.
60 seconds left.
He's got to come up. He can't bury his head down there and his arms underneath his chest. He's chancing being called for stalling.
The Palmyra fans want the stall call.
Okay, they're calling stalemate. I think Scott's talking to them, explaining the situation. They got to be active.
Of course, both young wrestlers, a veteran official out there.
Hear the noise in the background.
I hear it. I feel it. Good breakdown by Coles.
Yep. Again, he's got to fight to his base. He's got to fight up. There he brought his hips up. That's good. 30 seconds. Got to keep working for the fall. He might get a stall out of it. Might get a stall. I don't know. Yep, there it is. There's one.
Allen needs to get up. That stall call gives Coles the 4-3 advantage. 10 seconds.
Yep, 10 seconds. Come on, come on. Fight up, fight up. Don't lay down there. Fight up. Come on, you can do it. Fight up. All right.
That's going to do it. Kenneth Coles gets a decision for 14 points for Palmyra. Our final score, 42-16. We're going to step aside for just a bit, and then we are going to close it out here on our match of the week here on High School Sports Live. Don't go anywhere. We got our move of the match, our wrestler of the match, and plenty more. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a bit.
Select Physical Therapy, a leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine throughout central Pennsylvania. Whether recovery from an injury or setting a peak performance goal, our highly certified therapists and athletic trainers will help get you there. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to schedule an appointment or complimentary consultation. We wish all athletes, coaches, and teams a great season.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory across 8 brands in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover. And we want to thank the local community for voting us the 2023 official Community's Choice Award Best of York and Hanover winner in 5 different categories. Come out today and find out why your friends and neighbors voted Giambalvo #1. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus, lock in Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
More choices. More laughter. More time to play. And less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
In the dynamic world of construction, Groff Tractor and Equipment stands as your trusted John Deere and working dealer. With our extensive range of construction sales and rentals, we provide the equipment you need to tackle any project. But our commitment doesn't stop there. Our comprehensive parts and service departments are there to make sure your equipment is operating at its best, minimizing downtime and maximizing productivity. Our dedicated technicians ensure your equipment operates at peak performance. Our technician internship opportunities provide a pathway to a successful career. Learn from skilled professionals and grow with us. Trust, reliability, and exceptional service. That's Groff Tractor and Equipment. Stop by, give us a call, or visit our website today for more information. Groff Tractor and Equipment, your #1 source for everything under construction.
Welcome back to High School Sports Live, our Capital Blue Cross post-match report for our match of the week. Lower Dauphin knocks off Palmyra with a 42-16 victory here tonight for the Falcons as they move to 15-1 on the year. Andrew Kliss alongside National Wrestling Hall of Famer Charlie Jacobs. Charlie, we saw a lot of good stuff, a lot of great moves, a lot of great wrestling finishes, especially from the Falcons in the middle part of our match. And we are going to take a look at our move of the match, brought to you by Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. It is coming from Griffin Barilla at 139, and Barilla, the name synonymous with great pasta, the culinary dishes that we have in our house. The Italians love it. Well, they have quick boil pasta ready in 60 seconds, and they got nothing on Griffin Barilla in what he did tonight here at the Falcon Dome.
Yeah, he did it much quicker than that.
Much quicker than that, because he was phenomenal in his bout up against Steven Stein. Here is our move of the match brought to you by Jack Giambalvo as we take a look at it right here. Barilla on top, and he is just going straight to the back. 26 seconds in, Charlie.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Good technique, very aggressive, and that's the result.
The result was 6 and kind of a booster of momentum for the Falcons that they just rode into it, and they finished this one out 42-16. Now, our wrestler of the match brought to you by Hoffman Ford, and you want to talk about built Ford tough? Kale Rossi, he was tough at 127. This one going down in the sudden victory, and it was a phenomenal match.
On part of both boys, they wrestled so hard, and they went to sudden death and overtime, and Rossi pulled it out.
Rossi gets a takedown at the start of overtime to win 13-11 with the decision. You see the fans with a roar right there. A little disappointment on the face of Joshua Smith. He wrestled a phenomenal match, and got to give a shout out to both teams in this one, and both coaches doing a great job building the programs. A special night here as Lower Dauphin wraps up a Keystone Division Championship, so they're going to hang a banner here for that one. Congratulations on them, their first Keystone Division Championship and their first Mid-Penn Division Championship since 2007 when they won the Commonwealth. For everyone in the entire crew here at High School Sports Live, we have our next broadcast, high school basketball. The Harrisburg Cougars in a rivalry going up against CD East. The Panthers, January 30th, 7 p.m. High school basketball here on High School Sports Live, presented by the PA Housing Finance Agency. For the entire High School Sports Live crew, I'm Andrew Calista and Charlie Jacobs on the call. It was our pleasure to do it. We hope to see you soon. Come back next time. Have a great night, everyone.